So this actually happened. This is a true story, as I remember it. I was at an outdoor cafe. They serve alcohol there. And when I went into the cafe, I was walking perfectly fine. Sat down, had a nice sober lunch with my friend, and went to leave. And I had noticed, because they were in my line of sight behind my friend, a group of people who were sort of pointing in our general direction. And I thought, well, that's weird. They kept staring. And I even went as far as to look behind me to see if there was a clock or someone standing behind me, because, they were really getting riled up about something. They looked agitated, angry, like an angry mob. There were about 7 of them, and they had sort of formed, again, they're in the line of sight behind where my friend was sitting, so I could see them. And I had my friend turn around. I said, "Do you know these people?" "Nope, but they seem really riled up about something." "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, isn't that interesting? They look angry, like they're going to come over here and beat us up." "I'm ready. Are you?" "I still got a good right hook." She's laughing. She leaves. We go on our way. I start to head out to the parking lot after this lunch, and 2 of the people follow me to the parking lot. The people that were in my line of sight before, a couple, and I can hear them chattering away about how I'm going to kill someone. "She's going to kill someone. We should call the cops. This is unbelievable. This is outrageous. How dare she?" And I'm thinking, they can't be talking about me. I'm not a murderer. I mean, I'm a lot of things, but murder's probably not on my repertoire. Although I did have a neighbor who tried trumpet as a hobby, and I did tell a friend what I was doing that afternoon, just so I had an alibi in case I did choose to murder someone, but that never came true, and he eventually moved away. But anyway, no, I'm not a murderer, and so I'm sort of getting in the car, but on the passenger side, I'm sort of getting to the passenger side because I wanted to sit a few minutes and get my meds in me and then get back out, because I was having some dystonia and severe cramping, and I have a back injury. And I didn't really realize how bad the back injury was at this time. Anyway, they approached me before I even get in the car, and they're like, "We called the police. We saw what you did. This is not cool. Not cool." And the guy starts to touch my arm, like he's going to yank me out of the car. And I'm like, whoa. I'm sorry. I think you have me mistaken for someone else. They're like, "No, we saw what you did. We were watching you the whole time. We even have it on tape." And I said, "What?" "Yeah, we know that you were doing drugs the whole time you were sitting there. You were drinking. We saw you." And I said, oh, what I heard you say is you want to give a donation to the Davis Finney Foundation or the Michael J. Fox Foundation because you want to help people with Parkinson's like me. "Oh, yeah, I have a neurological disorder. So you want to help me? Great. Here's the form that you fill out." And I started to pretend to hand them a form, which I do not keep in my car, but it's a great idea, right? I should. I said, and they looked sort of, I don't even know if they really heard me. They sort of stood there for a moment. And I'm like, "Yeah, even if I were drunk, I'm sure that you probably know as adults that alcoholism is a disease and not a choice as well. They're both diseases, so I'm not sure what your point is." And as they say this, there are sirens, and I'm thinking, there's no way the police are coming with sirens. And it went by, and I thought, I have to go. Kind of busy today. So I just closed the door, and I sat there by myself in the car. And more people came out that had joined their group from before, and they were kind of staring, gawking. And I didn't do anything. I just sat there. I did nothing. And the manager from the place came out and said, "There's been a note given to us that there's a drunk lady in the parking lot." He's like, "I'm guessing that's not you." And I said, "No, it's not me. And you know for a fact that I didn't drink in your establishment because you served us. In fact, you were the person who kept coming over to the table to make sure the meal was right for celiac disease." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but they pointed to your car, gave me your license plate and said that someone was in this car about to drive." And I said, "Well, this is an interesting scenario and very strange. I've never encountered something quite this invasive and meddlesome because, as I've told people, the people who followed me in the parking lot, I have Parkinson's disease." And he said, oh, yes, I'm so very sorry. I'll be right back." And I'm like, "That's okay. I don't need anybody to be right back. I have to go. And my meds are back on now, so I can drive." And I'm not sure what everybody's doing, but that's their business, and I'm going to carry on with mine. And I left. And that's that. But it's an awful lot of energy to waste on ridiculous stories. So here's the word to the wise. This is the nugget. Next time I make up a story about someone whose arena I know nothing about, I'll do this really cool and interesting thing and be curious, and I'll simply ask. That's what I'll do. Thank you for the lesson. Have a good day. I'm still waiting on that donation. Yep. Thanks.